In order to add or subtract fractions, we need a common denominator. And whenever you have two denominators that are totally different from each other, like let's say, for example, I had 2 and 3, you would know to multiply those two to get the common denominator. And the same is true here. A times B gives you the common denominator. Now, something I always recommend is if I have a minus sign, I make it a plus and put the minus at the front of that numerator that's in that second fraction. That way, if I needed to distribute it, I wouldn't forget to do so. Now, to get the common denominator of AB, this first fraction is lacking a B in the denominator, but anything you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. So I multiply top and bottom by B. In this second fraction, I need to multiply top and bottom by A. So let's go ahead and write out what we have here. We have, if I put it in kind of like an alphabetical order, we have bxy minus ax squared y squared. Okay, once we've done something, it's always a good idea to look at the answer options and kind of see the direction we're in. Well, the only ones that really have that common denominator end up being options A and D. BA is the same as AB. And then at this point, I notice, if I'm really narrowing down B and C or eliminating them, I'm noticing that in options A and D, they essentially factored out this xy or yx. So let's go ahead and do that, because we do notice that they both have xy to some degree in common. So if I pull out an xy, here I'd be left with just b, because the xy would go away, minus a. And when you take out x to the first, y to the first, it cancels just one of the x's and one of the y's. I'm still left with another x and another y. And then I still have this denominator. So which of the two options match that? Well, it's option A.